voices you are about to hear are those of three persons who recently escaped from behind the Iron Curtain. In a great refugee camp in Western Europe, a reporter questions them. Listen closely.
In this section of the barracks are gathered displaced persons and refugees from Czechoslovakia. I would speak to this man. Povězte nám, jak se vám líbí Amerika?
America.
Mademoiselle, you are a visitor at the camp here?
I'm an official visitor.
And you are from?
Romania.
Will you say what you think of America into this microphone, please?
America wants war because she must bring destruction upon these areas where people have improved their standard of living without their help, so that she can pour her surplus into those markets.
This gentleman is a Magyar, a Hungarian. He will tell you what he thinks of America. Mi a véleménye Amerikáról?
A reményországa az én szememben. Ez az, amit Amerikáról hiszek. Remény, remény, remény.
Hope, hope, hope. Yes, hope, communist double talk, and an expectoration of disgust. These are some of the answers to the question, what do they really think of us? This is Ben Grauer speaking for Radio Free Europe. The length of your lifetime, the lifetime of your children, today depends on what certain people think of you. You know what Joseph Stalin thinks of you. You're a capitalist. Wyszynski says you're a warmonger. Molotov believes you're an aggressor. But their opinions are unimportant. It is what other people think. People named Vadash and Nadji and Petrovich and Ramab. People you never heard of, your opposite numbers in Russia and Hungary.
To Americans, to people everywhere, for it could well mean the difference between war and peace. To help bring about these changes, leading to a lasting peace, Radio Liberty serves as the Soviet citizens' own reporter, a voice unafraid to speak, subservient to no force other than truth, giving the people the news the Kremlin-controlled media withhold or distort, telling them what's going on in the rest of the world, but more important, what's happening right within their own country. Some past examples.
It shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States, requiring a full retaliatory response upon the Soviet Union.
The free world tenses at the brink of the Cuban confrontation. Radio Liberty keeps the Soviet peoples informed with play-by-play reports of events during some of history's most dangerous moments. Events the Soviet press and radio never report fully, even after the crisis. Radio Liberty also beams special programs to Soviet troops in Cuba during the crisis and to Soviet seamen sailing toward the showdown. Soviet personnel listen avidly to news and reports explaining the possible consequences of a seemingly routine voyage. More news. The Soviets score a space first by launching a three-man capsule. But on the very day after it lands, there is a flurry of secret activity at the Kremlin. A handful of government leaders come together. The Soviet people know nothing from their own press and radio about the goings-on. Radio Liberty tells them Nikita Khrushchev, ruler of the Soviet Union for 10 years, has suddenly been stripped of his power and deposed. Some time later, Radio Moscow tells the people Khrushchev resigned because of age and health. But a few days later, a Pravda editorial indicates he was removed for harebrained scheming, bragging, immaturity, and being unrealistic, hasty, unscientific, and impractical. On the same day Khrushchev is deposed by a handful of men acting secretly, the British government is changed, this time by the people, acting freely through the power of the ballot. Radio Liberty draws comparisons for its Soviet listeners.
Here's a boy escaped from Hungary when he was 12. Now he brings young Hungarians closer to the world their government censors. Information with a beat.
Folytatva a délutáni rendezvú műsorát következőnek a Drifters együttes és On Broadway.
For uncensored news and music, millions of East Europeans switch on Radio Free Europe, the in-sound from outside.
For facts about RFE in East Europe, write Radio Free Europe, Box 1973, Mount Vernon, New York.